her from Vader and hiding her from Vader and the Emperor. Both versions, yeah, she's she's pretty much his apprentice, and he believes with her help that he can, basically become the new Emperor of the Galaxy and become the new Warlord of the Sith, the new Dark Lord of the Sith. So with those two, again, a little two different versions, but yeah, it's kind of the same outcome. Anyway, so with a few other characters here and there, there's also we also have Robbie, Lee, Nate, Thompson, and Tambry, who in this universe are a group of Imperial commandos known as Blackwing Squad. Blackwing Squad is the name Blackwing is a reference to Star Wars Death Troopers, where the Blackwing virus is going on. But yeah, they are members of Blackwing Squad, and they're kind of the squad of elite stormtroopers. They're these ruthless stormtroopers. They're very much like the armor design I had in mind. It's very much like the Dark Troopers from Star Wars Battlefront 2, with the dark armor and the shotgun-like, blasters and the jetpacks. That's kind of what they are. They're a squad of Imperial commandos with Dark Trooper armor. Among other characters, there's also, Pacifica, who in this continuity, she's also a smuggler, but she comes from a royal family. She comes from a family full of, of wealth, but she kind of got bored with that and decided, you know what? All this money and shit's boring. I'm going to become a smuggler for the hell of it. I want a thrill. So she left her, she ran away from her family and became a smuggler. She became an outlaw for the hell of it. And yeah, she sometimes works with Seuss, and other times she's backstabbing him. But for the most part, she befriends Mabel. She has like an uneasy friendship with Mabel, who is still training to become a Jedi. And Pacifica's kind of like Han Solo during New Hope. This kind of, I'm only out for me, and I'm looking for adventure, and, the Force is dumb. So she's very much like that, where, she befriends Mabel, but only to, she mocks the ways of the Force and whatnot. Meanwhile, you have Candy and Rhonda, who are members of Pacifica's crew, and, yeah, they're kind of like, yeah, our boss is a total bitch, but, she pays well. And also they befriend Mabel. Now, who else? Who am I missing here? I'm trying to think of who I'm forgetting in this little universe. Oh yeah, there's also Manly Dan and his sons. Wendy's father and her brothers. They're a group of Mandalorians, but however, in the first version, they were all killed during when the Empire moved into Mandalore and was like, "Hey, you're gonna follow our orders now," and her family was like, "Nope." The other version where they were also again Mandalorians, but their daughter was taken away from them at a young age, and they were all slaughtered by slave traders. So in both versions, they're pretty much dead. But yeah, it's I've kind of intermingled other characters from Disney Universe, such as Randy Cunningham and Pen Zero, and several other characters, like for instance Pen, Sashi, and Boone from Pen Zero Part-Time Hero. They're all a group of bounty hunters who are, for lack of a better word, they're brutal, but they get the job done, and they do work for Jabba most often. They're basically on Jabba's speed dial whenever Boba Fett is unavailable. And also Sashi and Pen are married at a young age because Sashi is also Mandalorian, and she calls Pen her property after saving him from a Sarlacc pit. You also have Phyllis, who's a 3PO droid in this continuity. Also, among other characters, Randy Cunningham's a Jedi who was a youngling. He was a youngling. He was only a few months old in the Jedi Order, and he was rescued by Jedi Master Shaak Ti, who managed to get him out of the temple before getting him back to his family and going into seclusion. It's not like with, oh, I'm going to take her apprentice and, I'm going to try to restart the Jedi Order with Shaak Ti. In here, it was more like, I just need to get this kid away, I need to just keep this kid from getting killed and return him to his parents. In terms of villains, Rippin is a Imperial commander. And also, Kim Possible's a Imperial assassin. She's an agent of the Empire, similar to Jalen Cross. Again, I absolutely love that comic. But yeah, like Jalen Cross, she's an Imperial spy, and she was actually, in this continuity, trained by Tarkin. She was personally trained by Tarkin to be his assassin. His Mara Jade, if you will. Only without the Force powers. Ron's also in here, and he is a Imperial pilot. He's an Imperial pilot similar to Juno Eclipse from Force Unleashed. Star is also in this continuity, where she's a princess of a fallen world, and Marco is her bodyguard / butler, who carries a Magna Droid's electro staff as his main weapon. Not Force sensitive, but pretty damn good with that electro staff. So yeah. Also, if you're wondering if Phineas and Ferb characters are in here, yeah, it's pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same characters as they are in the Star Wars special they were in. So, yeah. But yeah, I think I've pretty much covered all the major characters. Yeah, I think I've pretty much covered all of the major points. So yeah, you guys tell me, what did you all think of this? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.